What would you like to drink, darling?
Oh, I'd love a Babycham.
Hey, I'd love a Babycham.
How's it going, guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. If you guys are thinking, what the hell did you just watch, then stay tuned because all will become very, very clear. In today's video, we are going to be exploring an abandoned mansion valued at around £8 million. Now, this abandoned mansion has two more outbuildings, and one of them has a watchtower, which is very, very cool. Now, before we head to this mansion and explore it, I want to give you guys a little bit of information. Now, this 6-bed mansion was brought on the back of the Babycham boom and is up for sale for £8 million. Now, this mansion belongs to the Sharon family, heirs of the fortune made from the sparkling pear drink that was a massive hit in the 1960s, 70s and 80s. And that was the weird video you saw at the beginning of my video. Babycham was the first alcoholic drink to be advertised on British TV, and its runaway success allowed creator Francis Sharing to purchase this amazing mansion. So guys, that's enough information for you today. Let's get into today's video, head towards this mansion and explore this amazing place. Let's go! Now, this explore starts with us outside this spectacular mansion, and as you can see, it is a Tudor style mansion with LED windows and a thatched roof. Standing outside, I couldn't actually believe how amazing this place looked in person. I do apologise that the footage is dark outside, but I couldn't explore this at any other time. So we finally made it inside this abandoned mansion, and the first thing that hits me is the smell of damp, which makes me think that this place has been left for a very, very long time. And as you can see, we have very old light switches in this building, which shows you just how old this place actually is. As I work my way in further, we come across the kitchen, which is on the right hand side. You can see this place is pretty smashed up. As I walk into the kitchen, there is an island in the middle, there's an Aga. You can just tell that there is a lot of money that was spent in this building. Every time I explore these abandoned places, I just think of the memories that must have gone on inside this house. This kitchen is absolutely amazing. I mean, that Aga, the family meals that were cooked on that Aga, Christmas time inside this house, just all these memories that must have gone on. The size of this kitchen, look how big this kitchen is. I mean, you could have had some good parties inside this house. There's just so many memories, if only the walls could talk to you. As I walk down the corridor to my first room, the smell of damp just got stronger. The first room that I approached was absolutely fantastic. It was very, very old, you can tell by the door. Look how old that door is. And the wood panelling on the ceiling and on the walls. Another thing I noticed while exploring this mansion was all the rooms were connected with other doors, and they had room numbers on, which made me think, was this place actually a hotel at one point? This is another amazing room that I'm just entering now. As you can see, there is a huge open fire, and I could just picture that open fire back in the day roaring and kind of warming this room up in the winter. Very cozy. The wood beams across the ceiling, the wood panelling. This place just gets better and better. It's now time to head upstairs and see if the upstairs is just as spectacular as the downstairs. This is a bricked stairway that I'm walking up now, which is very uncommon. I've never seen one before. I'm used to seeing wooden stairways, but that is a brick stairway. So yeah, pretty cool. So this is the first bedroom that I enter on the second floor, and it's pretty cool. You have this like Asian style like painted wall that you'll see in a second. This is me just checking out the safe, hoping that I was going to find my millions. Unfortunately, the guy that owned Babycham didn't leave me any money behind, but that's okay. This place as well has a huge balcony as well outside that window there. Unfortunately, I don't go outside and show you guys, which in hindsight I wish I did. But it also has an ensuite bathroom as well. This is that Asian like kind of style painted wall that I was talking to you about. The detail in this room is unbelievable. So this is one part of the Explorer that we could easily have missed. I was just checking this door thinking it was just a cupboard, and as I pulled it open, I realised there was a staircase behind it leading even higher inside this building. Before we head up the secret staircase though, let's check out some more bedrooms. And again, these rooms are huge. Lots of mirrors. Check out the curtains as well. This room is full of black mold though, so guys, be careful when going exploring. As you can tell on the ceiling, there's a massive feature that probably would have had a chandelier hanging from it. Out of all the rooms that I explored in this house, this was the worst one for mold. It is absolutely everywhere and you don't really want to be breathing that in. But this is a nice room as well. Look at the cupboards. Again, I get like some sort of Asian feel from this room. I don't know why, but to me, those cupboards at the end have got like an Asian like style to them. I might be completely wrong. And now it's time to finally go up the secret staircase and go on the top floor and have a look and see what rooms are at the top of this staircase. I did find like a little letter on this table in this room. It wasn't anything interesting, it was almost like a checklist for this mansion. There's no way I was going any further. I took one peek around this door and I thought, nope, this isn't for me. Let's carry on exploring the rest of this house. And that was it. Nothing too interesting at the top of the secret staircase, which was a little bit disappointing. You find a secret staircase and you get a little bit excited. You're like, what is on top of this staircase? But there was a few rooms and that was it. So I think it's time to carry on and explore some more buildings on this abandoned estate. As you can see guys, we are back outside and approaching our second building. Another thing I want to point out as well is, as you can see, there is an open window. We do not cause any damage to any of the properties that we explore. If we see an open window or an open door, we just walk straight on through. If there isn't any entrances to any of these places that we explore, we leave it and we move on to the next place. This second building that we enter has almost the same feel as the first mansion that we was in before. Wood paneling, beams across the ceiling. Unbelievable. Absolutely amazing place. And again we have another open fire. I'm just again picturing what this place would have been like in the winter with that open fire blazing. As I spent more time exploring these places, I got a feeling that the person who owned this property loved their cats, because there was a lot of cat related items around this property. At this point I was trying to work out why this door wasn't opening, and after a few attempts I realised it didn't actually lead anywhere. It just went behind into the kitchen. And now it's time to head upstairs and check out this wooden staircase. How cool is this? Guys, as I was looking around this bedroom, I noticed this room leading off and I wasn't quite sure what it was used for. If any of you guys down below can leave a comment and help me out. Maybe it was just a towel drying place. This bedroom also has a balcony, so there's quite a few balconies connected to these houses. And I mean, there's so many acres of land connected to these houses. You would have such an amazing view. Out of all the rooms that I explored in these houses, this was probably the worst one. I mean, look at the colour, that is horrendous. I mean, if you guys like pink, I do apologise, but it is just not my style at all. Once we finished exploring the second house, we moved on to the what I was more excited for, and that was the building with the watchtower. So as you can see, we are just entering now, and this room is so unique. Now, whoever used to stay in this room was a big fan of this certain person. I don't know who that is, but if you guys watching do, leave a comment down below, help me out, because I've been scratching my head for a while about who this person was. Not a lot to see in this room, pretty bare, but a pretty decent size. I'm not sure what that was on the floor at the end. There you can see that this has got a loft as well. I mean, in hindsight, maybe I should have gone into the loft, so there could have been something amazing in there, but I didn't. I was so intrigued to see what's behind this door, but as you can see, there was a fresh padlock there, so there's no way we would have found out anyway. Out of all the rooms that I've seen today, this was probably my favourite, most unique. Top of the watchtower, as you can see the small little round windows. It was a cool room, and I just thought it was the most unique room out of every room that I've seen today. Now this was a little cool find. Just above the staircase in this watchtower there was a few bottles of champagne. Now, knowing the history about the person that lived in this place, they probably knew what good champagne was, so they were probably some decent champagne bottles there. Any of you guys watching that know anything about champagne? If you think any of those bottles are worth anything, leave a comment down below. Were they expensive bottles of champagne? I don't know, I don't have a clue. So guys, that is the end of today's video. And what an amazing place to explore. I mean, just the history behind this place. Knowing the guy that made Babycham wine or champagne used to live in this place. The history behind it's just incredible. I mean, Babycham was like one of the biggest drinks in the UK during the 60s, 70s and 80s. And to know that we've just explored the guy who made that drink and he lived there. Absolutely amazing. If you did enjoy today's video, make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, carry on exploring, you beautiful people. Peace.